On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
My point is, and he was under fire the entire time. The entire time that he was under fire. That's why he was lying. That's why he was on TV talking about, yo, I did not sleep with that woman.
I never slept with her.
Yes.
And technically he was right. He was just getting go 3,000.
He got his dick sucked and he still kept his job.
You missing what I'm saying, bro.
No, I'm not. You bought the presidents and I gave you
what I'm trying to emphasize to these dudes out here is, listen, bro, you gonna fumble your whole life. You gonna fumble your son, you gonna fumble your family, they gonna be getting teased in school. It's not worth it, bro. I know we trying to equalize and we trying to say, well, what about the women and all of that? And I get that. And I had that video too. I put that up there too. But this is a separate conversation. I'm saying protect your dick, bro.
You're right.
It's over.
No, we're creating a standard right now. That means he broke no official rules.
I don't care about the rules. I care about my bag.
But listen what I'm saying.
There are no rules when you're a public figure.
I got the bad talk. But listen to this, right? Once you create this standard, this is a standard. So now anytime somebody fuck around on their girlfriend, that now it's an offense for suspension. This is the standard you're creating now.
Yes, it is. And you know why? Because in his contract, it said that he could not do this. That's literally what it said in his contract.
No, it did.
It did.
Show it to me.
What?
Okay.
Really?
I got to do some research, but I'll get it for you.
Yeah, do some research.
I do some research, but it did say that.
I researched this. And then
I did too.
Okay, well, you should be able to have it then.
I didn't know we was going to be talking about this on the show. That wasn't in the cover photo.
But just for like a blanket statement, I mean, fraternizing with employees is usually in, like, for most companies, that's
you don't eat where you shit at.
So I think that we can all just say, like, across the board, usually it's a thing, especially if you're high up in the government, in the organization. I do think that they're not revealing who it is, like I said, because I do think it's someone that's high profile. If it was a random asshole, I definitely think it would have came out who she was and it would be on Instagram and all of that. But it's not coming out to protect. If it was a random hoe. It's not coming out to protect somebody. And I think that's the fact. Who is protecting? We don't know, whatever, but I think it's not coming out to protect someone specifically. And then also, I think what you guys are not seeing is that, yeah, this happens. This happens all across the NBA, the NFL. The only difference is, my man, you got caught. So it's different for you. And that's just what it is.
No, they got caught.
One at a time. I'm saying, my whole point is this.
Can I finish?
I'm just asking your side. I mean, what happened when you create a standard, Kayla?
Oh my gosh. What?
This is creating a standard.
I didn't even.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead,
Kayla. I forgot. Y'all can go ahead.
Okay. So what happened when you create a standard? It's cheating on your girlfriend a offense to get you fired.
Yes, it depends on your position.
No, I'm saying it get you fired, and based on what they're saying now, this man probably never coach again.
Yes.
And you know why that is because whoever he cheated with was somebody high profile. Again, no. I just don't see this being like, if it was a random fan or a random groupie, I just don't see that maybe it would be frowned upon and it would be like hot topics, gossip, but I don't see him losing his job if it was just a random girl. It's somebody within the organization, and then it's somebody high up in the organization, and that is a problem. It was a problem for somebody.
Wait, what you saying? But just should like it matter?
Barnes said, I don't think it was what happened. I think it was who it happened with.
Should it matter?
Yes,
it was.
It does, because like I said, this is happening across the NBA. This is happening. People are cheating. People have side hoes. People are sleeping with assistants, executive assistants, people that bring the mail. It's definitely happening. But the reason that this stands out is because the person that it happened with, it's a problem.
And this is what happened when black men sit back and let them create standards and don't speak up, because now what's going to happen is that soon as James Harden cheat on the little jump off that he's with, now they create a standard.
What?
No,
Tristan
you're
Thompson
wrong, bro.
was cheating on Chloe
You're
for
wrong, bro.
however long, and that never jeopardized his place in the league, did it?
Y'all totally missed the point.
I don't know. I've heard of cheating
exactly
scandals
what you
all
said.
the time, and I've never heard it jeopardize the NBA player or NFLs unless it was domestic violence. I've never seen a cheating scandal lead to the end of somebody's job in the NBA or the NFL. Like, give me an example I'm
telling you now it's happening. So now what you're doing is you're creating a standard. That's how standards are created.
One of the reasons why Derek Fisher is no longer coaching in the NBA is because he buzzed down Matt Barnes.
Ex-wife.
Yeah, he did.
That is why he's not coaching in the NBA today.
He was a sorry ass coach.
But Barnes wasn't married at
Matt Barnes beat his ass.
Barnes wasn't married at the same time.
It doesn't matter. The point that I'm telling y'all is that it's not about cheating. It's about optics. Okay. And what I'm telling you is that when you get to a certain level in which you're a visible person, I don't care if you are working in a corporate American company. I don't care if you're working in the NBA. I don't care if you're doing anything other than rapping and water waving. You are a public figure. Optics matter. It matters. And when you start talking about optics, listen, Obama, and I'm going to keep referring back to him because he's the top of the food chain. Obama is no longer the president. Nobody can fire him. You will never catch him in bad optics for a reason.
Okay, if that's true, then what about Bill Clinton?
What about him? His optics was bad.
He was nasty.
He got impeached. He technically got impeached.
No,
yes, he did.
He served his term. He served his full term, and then he was married.
My point is, and he was under fire the entire time. The entire time that he was under fire. That's why he was lying. That's why he was on TV talking about, yo, I did not sleep with that woman.
I never slept with her.
Yes.
And technically he was right. He was just getting go 3,000.
He got his dick sucked and he still kept his job.
You missing what I'm saying, bro.
No, I'm not. You bought the presidents and I gave you
what I'm trying to emphasize to these dudes out here is listen, bro, you gonna fumble your whole life. You gonna fumble your son, you gonna fumble your family, they gonna be getting teased in school. It's not worth it, bro. I know we trying to equalize and we trying to say, well, what about the women and all of that? And I get that. And I had that video too. I put that up there too. But this is a separate conversation. I'm saying protect your dick, bro.